All right, hey guys. So this is another digital learning day. So today your assignment is a Delta Math assignment, the graph practice, but I wanted to review it with you guys. So we all know I know that we've worked on graphing. We know that it is, and excuse me, I don't have my pen. It's a little more difficult. So we know that graphing is going to be y equals mx plus b. We know that b is our y-intercept, and we have to find that on our y-axis. We know that our m is our slope. If you need to write this down, you're welcome to, but you don't have to. We know that slope is rise over run. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to graph these two equations. So first, I'm going to rewrite the equations in two different colors, so that way I can graph them that way. So our first one, I'm also going to move it down here, so that way when I scroll down, we can still see it. So negative x plus 7, and then I'm going to do the other one in a different color. We have y equal 3 over 2x minus 8. All right. So when we are graphing this, okay, we know that our first equation, okay, our first equation, we see that our m is 1 because we have an imaginary 1 in front of this x, making m to be negative 1. Well, it's not a fraction, but we can put it over 1 and we have our rise over run. And then 7 is our y-intercept. So we are going to go to 7 on our y-axis right here. And our rise is a negative 1, so we're going to go down 1 over 1. Perfect. And this is our blue here. So now we're going to do our second one, which is in pink. So we have, first of all, negative 8 is our y-intercept. So we go to negative 8 down here, right? And we're going to put a dot there. And then we have 3 over 2, which is our rise over run. So we're going to rise 3, run 2. So you can see my mouse. So you can go 1, 2, 3, because it's a positive 3. So we're going to go up, and then 1, 2. Perfect. So now that we've graphed these two lines, okay, now we've been using substitution and elimination to find the solution. However, there's another way we can find the solution, and that's by graphing. So at this point of intersection here, where our two lines meet, that is our solution. So our solution, if you go down, it's 6, and then our y is 1. And that's the solution. So if we go down, we can type in our box 6, 1, submit answer, yes. And we got it correct. So that's the first part. That's level 1 graphing, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the second level. So again, I'm going to rewrite these equations so that way we can see them a little better. For our first equation, we have y equals negative 5 2 over x. I'm sorry, 5 over 2x minus 5. Well, that's kind of weird. Our second equation isn't set up as y equals mx plus b. So how can we make this, our second equation, into this format? Well, we need to subtract x to get y by itself. So we're going to subtract x to both sides. And now y is negative. So right now we have negative y equals negative 2 minus x. Well, in front of this y, every variable has this invisible 1. So we're going to just divide it by a negative 1, and that way they cancel out. Well, what you do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we're going to divide everything by negative 1. So now that makes us, our final equation is going to be y equals, well, negative 2 divided by negative 1 is a positive 2. That's our positive 2. And then negative x divided by negative 1 is a plus x. And as we know that this x here is going to be our slope, and since there's an invisible 1, it's just 1 over 1. That is our m, which is our rise over run. Okay, so let's go ahead and go down. So first we're going to do the blue one. Okay, so we're going to go to, we see that our y-intercept is 2. So we go to 2. We're going to put our dot. Now our slope, because our x in x is 1 over 1. So we're going to go up 1 over 1. Done. Now we're going to do our second one. So this is our blue line. And now we're going to do our pink line. So we already know that our rise is negative 5. And we know that our run is 2. And we have a negative 5 as our b. So go to our y-intercept. Go to negative 5. Rise is negative 5, so we go down because it's a negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then run 2. So 1, 2. Now, this is our pink line. Okay, now our solution, it's going to ask us for our solution. And the solution is the point of intersection. So when our two graphs are meeting each other, when they intersect, it's going to be at this point right here in green. So this point, our x is actually negative 2, and our y is 0, because it's on the x-axis. So that is our solution. So we're going to put comma, negative 2, 0. Submit. And we have it correct. So we're going to do one more of these. We're going to do one more. How do I go to another one? Oh yeah, next problem. There we go. All right. So again, we're going to write it in a different color first. So let's see. We're going to do our first one. So we have, it's already in y, our mx plus b form. So negative 1/2 x plus 8. Well, our second equation, again, it's actually similar to the first one. So actually, I think I want to restart and see if it will give me another problem. And that way, looks like I have to solve it first. It won't just give me another one. All right, cool. So I'm going to graph this one real quick. As you know, we're going to go to positive 8 for the first one. Rise is a -1, so we're going to go down 1 over 2. 1, 2. Now, again, the second one, as I was saying, we need to subtract x on both sides. That leaves us with -y over, or equals -5 minus x. And there's this invisible 1 again, so we have to divide everything by a 1, so that our y now equals +5 plus x. So our slope, our m, is still 1 over 1, but instead we're just going to go to a +5. So +5, go up 1 over 1. So leave our mark at 5, up 1 over 1. And then our point of intersection again is right here. So our x is 2, and our y is 7. All right, so I'm going to put that down. So 2, 7. Make sure, yes. And we're correct. So let's go to the next problem because I want a different one. All right, now there we go. This is a problem that I wanted to show you guys. So let's write our first equation because it's already in y equals mx plus b. So 2 is our slope. -2 is our y-intercept. And we know when we have 2 like that, we should put it over 1 to make it a fraction. So now 2 is our rise, 1 is our run. And that is our rise. So for this one, we're going to go to -2, rise 2, because the positives go up 1, 2, over 1. Put your dot. Now let's do our second problem. Well, first, it's not in our y equals mx plus b form. So we need to subtract 2x from both sides. Okay. And then we're left with 3y equals 18 minus 2x. So we have to get 3, we have to divide 3 to get y completely by itself. So we have to divide 3. What we do to one side, we have to do everything to the other side. So we now have y equals 6. 18 divided by 3 is 6. And then our x, we can just leave as a fraction because that's our rise over our run. So our b is 6. So we're going to go to 6. And then our slope is a -2. So we're going to go down to 1, 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3. We have seen all of this before. We've done this. You can do this. The only difference is that our solution is where they have intersected. So this point here is 3, and then our y is 4. And that is our point of intersection. So that makes it our solution. So let's go ahead and try it out. 3, 4. And it is correct. All right, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me and reach out. I will be available. I'll be available until about 5 o'clock. So good luck. I know you can do this. I hope you enjoy your digital learning day. Bye.